Dismantle.
টুকরো টুকরো করে ফেলা।
Take to pieces. To take something apart or down is to dismantle it.
If you dismantle a computer to see what it looks like inside, you better know how to put it back together, or you might be looking at the inside of your room for a while.
Clothe.
পোশাক পরানো।
Hitch.
বাধা, হেঁচকা টান মেরে তোলা।
A hitch is an obstacle or hindrance.
You might be late because of a last-minute hitch, like waiting for a family of ducks to cross the road.
If things go well, they go off without a hitch.
Shackle.
হাত করা,
Handcuffs are shackles. So are those leg irons some prisoners wear when they appear in court.
In other words, a shackle is a restraint, either physical or psychological, that restricts movement. Shackle. Colossal.
বিশাল, প্রকাণ্ড।
Colossal describes something so large it makes you say, whoa.
You might have a colossal amount of homework.
Or see a colossal pyramid while vacationing in Egypt.
Fresco.
দেওয়াল চিত্র।
Whether you've studied art history or not, you're probably familiar with the world's most famous fresco, Michelangelo's paintings on the walls and ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Rome.
To paint a fresco, you must apply paint to still wet plaster, and you better get it right the first time. Pallet.
খড়ে ভরা জাজিম, খড়ের গদি,
Pallet is mainly a slab or framework of wood used for carrying things. The most common type of pallet is the kind used to move cargo.
Deluge.
মহাপ্লাবন, প্লাবিত করা,
Feeling overwhelmed, like you're underwater. You might be experiencing a deluge, like when you've been given a deluge of homework over vacation, a dozen term papers, 24 books to read, and a mile-high stack of math problems.
Exalt.
উচ্চ প্রশংসা করা,
Think or speak very highly of.
To exalt is to hold or raise someone up to a high position or status. It doesn't have to mean literally putting that person into a high position, but instead treating them almost like nobility.
Deviant.
বিচ্যুত,
Departing from usual or accepted standards.
A deviant person's behavior deviates from what is acceptable, especially in sexual behavior. A 50-year-old punk rocker has a deviant appearance compared to his peers.
Defiant.
প্রতিবাদী,
A protester who is about to be carried off by police but is still shouting or resisting, fighting to the bitter end. That person is defiant. Devious.
বিপদকামী,
Devious describes someone who tends to lie and trick other people.
He would have to completely disappear, of course, but a plan was already forming in his devious mind.
Atypical.
বিরল।
Typical means what you would expect. A typical suburban town has lots of neat little houses and people.
Atypical means outside of type. An atypical suburban town might be populated by zombies in damp caves.
Malefactor.
বেআইনি,
A malefactor has done something illegal and has been or will be convicted, such as the malefactor who was videotaped stealing money from a cash register. Disseminate.
প্রচার করা,
Spread widely.
Disseminate means to spread information, knowledge, and opinions widely.
Semen derives from the Latin word for seed. The idea of dissemination is that information travels like seeds sown by a farmer.
Transient.
অস্থায়ী, ক্ষণস্থায়ী,
The adjective transient describes something that always changes or moves around. If your older brother is constantly moving from city to city, You can say he's transient.